Alright, now we are in the last video of this entire Mapathon series. We have already completed the entire mapping process. Now we are going to export all those files in shapefile format. To do that, go to the Mapathon folder, create a new folder named Assignments. In this folder, you are going to save all the files that you have created. Now go back to the QGIS after you have created the folder, and one by one click on each layer. After right click on export. From there select save as shapefile. From the drop down menu select every shapefile. Give the name of the feature. For example, if it's a road, rename it as road underscore p and then the number of the folder. For example, I'm giving it p47 underscore 3. That means it is a road for p47 by 3. Similarly, do the same things for the dikes layers and for the sluice gates and for the canals as well. After you have done this one by one, just go to the dike layer, export, then go to save shapefile and then rename the dike as dike underscore. Since it's a reconstruction dike, let's rename it as dike underscore rc underscore p and then the folder now, and click OK. Do the same for the dike are in well condition. Let's do it for the dike that are in well condition. Then do it for the sluice gate. Type sluice underscore p and then the number of your folder and click OK. Make sure the location is where you are trying to save the file, otherwise it will be saved in a default folder. Now do it for the canal and export the canal into the folder as well. And finally, export the folder boundary in the same way. Alright, so all the files have been saved. Now, when check that all our shape files are saved, go to the folder and there you will be see that the boundaries, the canals, the dikes, all those are saved. Now to save the project, just go to the project and then click save as, and go to the assignment location and or any other location where you want to save it, and save the project. For now I am saving the project as P47 by 3, and make sure the extension is QZZ. Okay, you are good to go. All the projects and all the shapefiles have been saved. Let's make a cross check. Go to the assignment folder and let's see if the project is saved. Yes, here you can see the project file and all the shapefiles are saved. Here is the project file. Now what we are going to do, we are going to convert these shapefiles into a map. To do that, from the project menu, select New Print Layout and give this layout a name, whatever name you want, and then click OK. After that, there is a white page will appear in front of you. Here we can add the map and the legends and all of the things. In the left button, there is a horizontal alignment for adding all those things, and which function adds what. You can find it from the add item. For example, I am let's start by adding the map we have just created. Just click on add item, add map, and drag a box. This box is the extent, fix the extent of the map that should be imported. As you can see, it is exported here. Now, as you can see, it has not covered the entire region. To do that, just click on this icon, and now you can drag it, and to zoom it, just scroll the mouse pointer, and from the right menu in this scale box, if you change the value, this will make the map larger or smaller. So let's make the value to different values to see that which value is accurate. For me, 6000 works perfectly, so I will keep it in this way. Then click on text box and drag a text box over it, and from the right menu on the main properties, type the name of the text box into this white box. For now I am just renaming as typing as map of folder 47 by 3. As you can see, this text has been added. Now if you go below, you will find the option to change the font. Right click on the font and click configure font. From there, change the size, and let's make it a little bold so that the name is visible. Now if you scroll a little below in the right window, you will find the option frame. Click on it and you can see that a frame has been added around the text you have just added. And if you want to center the map, just click on center. Do the same thing for the entire map so that we can see the extent. Click on the main frame. Now we are going to add some symbology to this map. Okay, so these are the symbols. If we do not include them, people will not know what line represents what. So click on the legend icon and then drag a box, and as you can see that all the legends have been imported here. In the right menu, from the title, give the legend a title. I am writing it as legend. Then from font, if you scroll down, you will find the option fonts and text formatting. Before you do that, just click on the frame so that it's within a frame. Now go to the fonts and text formatting. From the title font, let's change the title to bold. Click on the title font change the font to 16, click configure font and then make it bold, select OK. As you can see, the title has been selected. Now make it align center. OK. Do the same thing for the items as well. Click on the item font and change the size. I am changing the size from 12 to, for example, 14 and click OK. As you can see, now the legends look much beautiful. Now click on the main frame, go below and click activate the frame. As you can see, the frame has been added. Now align the legend with the margins. Now click on add north arrow and drag a north arrow at any of the corner of your frame. This represents that which direction the north of the map is. Similarly, add a scale. By changing the units, you can change the scale of this thing, and then by changing the layout, you can use different kind of symbol to represent the scale. After you do that, now what we need to do, we need to add a grid to this map. To do that, go to the right panel and go to the bottom. There you will see an option named grid. Click on it, click the plus icon, select the grid and click modify. From there you have these options. Make sure the CRS or the source of the map has been selected to WGS 1984. To do that, just if you find it at the top, just click it. Otherwise, on the search bar, type WGS 19 or 84 and it will appear. Then select it. After you do that, select the map unit and make the gesture as solid. Make sure while fixing the extent should be low or less than 0.1. Otherwise your map will not be, or your grid will not appear. For example, I have changed it to 0.2 and as you can see, it's not visible. So that's why you have to make it less than 0.01. So I'm making it less than 0.01 and using the value of 0.02 for both X and Y. And now select the WGS. As you can see that the grids have been appeared, but I don't really want the grid. To do so, to make the grids invisible, go to the first box and select this option, and this will disable the grids. Now from this you can change the type of the grid. So I'm changing it to this small ticks. You can choose other options as well. Now as you can see, the divisions have been made, but there is no value of the division, so we need to add the longitudes and the latitudes. To do it, go below and you can change the map frame weight from here by increasing these values. If you go below, you will find the option to add the longitude and latitude. Okay, let's drag it to below, and here click on the draw coordinate and their options will be available for the. Now you can see in the left and right the coordinates are in horizontal. I want to make them vertical. First, from the drop down menu, select degree, minute, seconds with suffix. Then for left and right, make the alignments from horizontal to vertical, and as you can see, the alignments are correctly, beautifully shown just after the ticks. You can also move those ticks upward or downward by changing the values. To do it, just go to below, and from here change the values, and as you can see, the more you change, the coordinates will shift. I am increasing the size for the coordinates so that people can see it, and then I go at the top, and from here go to the go to the bottom, and from here change the value. Okay, let's change it to a suitable one that actually fits perfectly. From the top menu, just between the below the interval, there is some option to change the offset. As my longitude and latitude, if they go out of the frame, I can change the values in from the offset for both x and y axis, and so thus change the alignment of the longitudes and latitudes. So that's it. We have added all the map elements. Now add a text box right here, right at the below of the right side of the layout, and in this text box you are going to write your name, then the date when you created the map, and then the projection of the map, which projection you have used for the longitude and latitudes, so that later this map can be georeferenced. As we have already seen that we have used the WGS 1984, and here is the name for the coordinate system or the projection system. Just see that or copy that and write it down into the box so that people can reference this map later if they need. And we are done. You can also change the weight or change the size of the fonts and the alignments of the fonts as well. Now we are going to add another text that will contain the description or brief description of the map. Include this text box in the right blank portion, and you can give a very short description of the folder. Most of the information have already been provided to you in the attribute of the shapefile. You can collect some information from there. You can also use the help of Google or internet to collect some additional information about this folder and then include those in this right portion. Make sure some important things are included here. For example, just before that, let's change the full font size so that you can see. Okay, after you collect all the information, just put them in this box. You can put them in as the information must include some important things like the polder shapes or the polder area or the length of the canals, the total length of all the entire dikes. The length of the dikes need to be corrected, and number of people living in that polder, or this kind of things, or you can add any other information that you think should be included here, and you can add those things either in a listed format or you can add those things in a descriptive way. Make sure that your description text size is good enough for us to read. To find the information provided in the shapefile, go to your QGIS panel and select the folder boundary that we have provided you. Go to its attribute table and you can see there are some information already provided to you that includes the region where the folder is situated, and this also includes the storing year of the folders or the status of the folders, either it is completed or it is ongoing, and it also includes the total length or total area of the folder, and it also includes the total length of the canals and the total length of the roads as well. So this kind of information you can collect this from here, and uh, you can also collect some information from the internet as well. Now let's close the attribute table, and we have done almost all the things that were necessary. Now we are going to export this map as an image file. To do that, go to the properties and go to the project and export as image, then go to the folder where you want to save this image or save this map, give it a suitable name and click OK, and this way this map will be saved into that folder. Make sure that you save it in the assignment folder because you have to submit this map along with the shape files as well. So this was it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the entire video. Now, how will you submit the assignment? Go to the assignment folder and zip the first check that all the things are included. That includes all the shape files, that includes the QGIS project file and the PNG map that you just exported, or the image file that you just exported. Here is the image file, and when all those things are in that folder, if you are sure that you haven't missed anything, then come back to the folder and just zip it. Like from here I am zipping it between this rar. Just zip this folder and give this zip file a title. The title should include your name, the number of your folder, and added extension as assignment. For this file I am writing it folder 47 by 3 underscore your name Mr. X underscore assignment, and click OK. Okay, the file is zipped right here. Okay, now you are going to submit this zip file as your assignment. So thank you everyone. I hope you guys have enjoyed this entire video session, and let's hope for the best, and Make sure you guys make the best map possible. Thank you very much.